Hello. Oh my god, this feels so weird to be making a video again. Wow. Hi guys. I hope you're well. So I thought I'd kind of do a bit of a spontaneous video to see how we end up. So I haven't done a proper video since like back in the summer, I don't think, when I had plans when I was moving back to London and stuff and things were happening. So there was a whole shabam thing that happened that I'm not really going to go to, but basically I didn't end up going back to London because yeah, it was just, there was a lot going on. So hence I decided to stay in my hometown for a little bit, just to kind of, I suppose, grab myself, especially nowadays at the moment with what's happening with COVID and stuff. Like, I just felt for my own sanity I needed to be with those that I'm closer to, i.e. my mother, and near to my family. So yeah, so that's where I've been. So I got a new job. I'm working as a support worker, which is amazing. I get to help people with learning difficulties, and it's the most amazing job. I absolutely adore the job. um, so yeah, so I work as a support worker at the moment, which is also another reason why I didn't really get back into making videos, because I just haven't had the time really. It's a really, like, I do quite a lot of hours, but actually now that I think about it, I think I have a lot more time at the moment because of lockdown. Great times. So I thought, you know what, why not give it a go and do another video and maybe see whether I have time to make a few more, because why not? I mean, life's too short. And also, so I think another reason that I haven't really made videos and stuff recently, I've been suffering a pretty bad anxiety. Now, I don't really like talking about this stuff because it's serious, and I don't really like acknowledging it because, you know, we hate that. But I've been dealing with pretty bad anxiety, and I'm, like I said, I hate doing these kind of videos because I don't want it to think, people to think that it's like an oh, look at me, I have anxiety kind of video. But it's more to make people know that you're not alone, really. Like, you know, I think a lot, like, I always grew up not really knowing what anxiety was or what it looked like or what it felt like. I've always had it, I think, in one way, shape, or form or another. But it's never really been bad until like my teenage years, and then it just, yeah, spiraled. But it's been pretty good, like in my older teenage years. I think I kind of like got control of it. Obviously terrified to post this video. I am terrified to post this video, can I just point out. I'm still battling with the worst that it's been at the moment. Like, I'm still not great with it. I'm learning and I'm trying to focus on getting myself feeling a bit better about myself. But anyways, I don't want to go into a whole spiel about that because that's not why I made this video. I kind of like put that out there, and I know at the moment, especially with the lockdown and stuff, there's a lot of people that are really struggling with their mental health. And I think I've always not, like, I've been big about talking about it and like wanting people to come to me if they had anything they wanted to talk to or talk, and being quite open. Anyone that knows me knows I'm an open book and I don't really shut up, so that's quite easy. But this has been really like hard. I opened up, I started kind of realizing how bad it was a couple of weeks ago, and I went to some pretty not nice places that I don't like going to. And I just want people to know that, you know, at the moment with how things are lockdown, I've noticed a lot of people around me, not just around me, but generally are really struggling at the moment with our third lockdown that we got going on here. It is horrible. It's not so done with seeing my four walls and going to work, coming home, sleeping and doing it again. Don't get me wrong, love my job, but no. I thought I'd focus this video on doing a bit of a where am I at now and what's happening, and also a few tips and tricks to stay a bit of positive, to share some things that I'm trying to do to kind of help with my anxiety. And if you guys have got anything you want to share with me, please do, because I can take any help I can get now. Firstly, one thing that has massively helped me, especially since like the new year, like the beginning of the new year, exercise is so helpful. Like, I know that sounds really stupid, and I was exercising quite a bit in the summer, but not to the extent that I am now. Like, it's different. It's such a burst of positive like vibes and stuff. It's so good. I love running. That's what I do at the moment. I go running, I dance, as you guys can probably tell from my Insta. I dance a hell of a lot when I'm not working. And yeah, honestly, if you can get out, if you are stuck in your house all day and you do one thing, get out and get some fresh air. Go for a walk, go for a run, take the dog for a walk, skip along your road. I don't know, but just get yourself out and do something. Like, even if, so say for example, you're like me and you are getting out and you're working. And for me as well, as when I go like outside and stuff and I have my music on, even if it's for a walk or a run or whatever, it really clears my mind so much. So yeah, highly recommend that. So other things that I've been doing, so this I've been doing this little book right here is my angel, my life. So this is like a book that I keep by my side of my bed. My friends laughed at me because I was going to use it as a manifesting book, but I ain't doing that. But yeah, this is my book. It says Daydreamer and Night Thinker, which is really cute. I really love it because I don't know, one, I love the cover, like that's just a whole other thing, but actually having like a notebook, what I do is I use this as my self-help book, I guess. Is I will write what it is that's making me feel like that. So it could be something that's happened at work, it could be an overall thing, like sometimes I do just put like, and then I'll put like a specific thing about what about the money, and it could be a situation like I've spent way too much online shopping and yeah, that's not good. Could be subject to my thoughts in that book, so I will put what it is and I'll put why I'm anxious about it and what I can do to stop being anxious about it. So for example, a lot of mine, I hate making phone calls, I hate dealing with stuff, for example, to do with like my health, like the doctors and that. So a lot of it will be like that is giving me anxiety, and then I'll put like what can I do to actually get rid of that anxiety. Just call them. Like for example, it literally takes 2 minutes and you're done. Like it's so, but yeah, I basically write down all my personal crises in there and I deal with them. I also, it's kind of, I do loads of different things in there that I kind of just think of as they pop in my head that might help. So for example, I add about myself as like a person, which at the moment is one of my main things. Like I'm not too fussed about the body confidence things. Obviously I hate like how I look as well, but that's a whole other thing. But like, especially for like my actual personality and stuff, what I'll do is I will write a list of my flaws, which sounds really bad, but I write a list of my flaws and then I write a list and force myself to write a list of things that I am good at. Hard. Normally I have a whole list of flaws and then really struggle with the whole what I'm good at. So that's quite hard. But eventually, that, you know, we all have our flaws, we all make mistakes, we all do these things, and we have these things that make us, you know, who we are, I guess. Like I'm not perfect. Like a lot of mine at the moment comes from I get scared of making mistakes. I'm terrified of doing something wrong or and what people think about me. And so I write down these and they kind of help center me a little bit. They're not like 100% foolproof, I will say. Like it doesn't help 100%, but in the moment, especially if I'm really panicky about a situation, they really do. Of like, if you have a passion or a hobby and you want to do it. Honestly, it helps so much and it reminds you of like who you are and what you're good at and what you want to do with your life. That is me with dance. Like I know what people probably get sick of me saying how much I love to dance and stuff, but honestly dance has always been one of my passions. I've loved dance since I can remember. It's one of the things that I kind of always clung to. No matter how good or bad I've been at it, I yeah, it's one of the things that always centers me. And I try now not to think about how good I look doing a dance, but just being in the moment and just doing it and choreographing that. I love the process of choreographing routines to songs that I love and stuff like that. So I think for me, it's dance, but you know, you can have your own. It might be baking, it might be karate, it might be sports, it might be just literally listening to music. It could be anything. I have many, but dance is like my main thing. Just do it. Like make time to do it because that reminds you who you are, especially if you're working like for me, I forget who I am a lot of the time, especially if I'm working loads in a week. And it's really good to have those times where you just remember who you are as a person and not who you are at work or who you are in your family or whatever, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So next, self-care. Now, I have to admit, like, I've been doing this a lot over the past few weeks, and I don't feel like that's probably showing how bad my anxiety has been. But making time for self can be anything. Like, self-care really can look different for many people. I have different men. It's just the classic face mask or bubble mask, or it might just be having a really long shower. It might be just chilling in my room with a candle on, watching a film underneath my Galaxy Pro, which, oh my god, let me show you it. Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. I can't cope. It's like a galaxy of stars. It's so cool. I got it a few days ago and I'm obsessed. Love it. Go get one. They're sick. Not sponsored, but probably should be. Anyways, but then some days my self-care can look like cleaning my room, like just actually like spending an hour jamming out to my music, cleaning my room, because I never get the time to have like a proper good clean of my room, putting music on. Some days my self-care is like really working out and going for a run, then coming back and then doing an hour of dancing, going for another run. Like some days it is that, and it really varies depending on my mood. I think also depending on what is making me feel bad, or like if I know it's really hard at the moment with everything going on, but like talking to people is so important. Like I haven't actually spoken to about any of this and have just been like unknowingly such saviors and such amazing friends. Like they don't realize, but they are. And it really does help. It really does help. And I think grounding yourself and remembering those that care about you and those that you care about, and you know, just it's so difficult to talk about your feelings and stuff, and I don't like it. I like, this is a whole load of awkward that I don't like getting into. Feeling like this, I just want to end this video by saying you're not alone. Like I said, I know I come across as quite confident in these videos. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I feel pretty good at the moment about it. Like, I feel pretty confident about it. Sometimes I can come across, I have such bad anxiety most of the time. Anyone that's around me at the moment will tell you that. And I just want you to know that it's okay. Like, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling depressed about the situation at the moment, if it's about the lockdown, if it's not about the lockdown, everyone is feeling it at the moment, and you've got to have those people that you can lean on. And like I said, my DMs are always open. I'm always willing to talk to people that need help and support. I would love people to know that there are people that are experiencing this, and as I've always said, I don't have a massive profile, I don't have a massive bit to help in some way, I guess, then it's worth it, isn't it? But yeah, so hopefully let me know if you want to see more videos from me. This is just kind of like a pop-up video. So let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me going forward. If you want to see more videos, if not, you're more than welcome to be like, yo, I don't want to see more videos. Get lost, bye. And yeah, my Insta when I get a chance, with like my dances that I come up with and stuff. And maybe I'll get back to doing some tutorials soon. Who knows? Let me know what you want to see. But yeah, so for now, this is me saying it's okay to feel anxious. It's okay to feel scared, depressed, just not yourself. It's okay, and it is going to get better. I swear. I swear, in every sense of the word. And yeah, always here for you, and sending a virtual hug.